Welcome back to another episode of Pause the Punch 2022, here to discuss everything boxing. Today I'm going straight to the heavyweights. So the fantastic four we've got here. AJ, Dylan White, Usyk and Fury. What is going on with these four? What's really going on? So just to give a bit of context about what's happened in the past year or so. So last year, Usyk fought AJ. Usyk beat AJ. There's a rematch clause which AJ can trigger, meaning he can opt for the second fight. Fury fought Wilder for the third time, beat Wilder, and now Dylan White has been made his mandatory, meaning he has to fight Dylan White next. However, there's a lot of talk going on right now about step aside. So what's this step aside everyone's talking about? So it's alleged that AJ has been offered 50 million to step aside and allow Fury and Usyk to fight for the four belts, and then he's guaranteed the winner of that fight. There's a lot of people talking about. I think there's two things everyone's talking about. One, AJ doesn't need the money, so he doesn't need the 15 million. And two, legacy. If he's a real fighting man, he needs to go back in there, fight Usyk, beat Usyk, and then get the Fury fight. So I'm just going to give you my take on everything. Firstly, I'm just going to address the 15 million fee. If that 15 million fee is correct, and he's been offered 15 million to step aside, as in let Usyk and Fury fight, and I get the winner, that is a very, very, very smart business move. 15 million is a massive amount of money, and I don't care how much money you got. You could be Warren Buffett, you could be Jeff Bezos. 15 million is a mad amount of money. So you take this 15 million and you're guaranteed the winner. Remember, this is all alleged that he's actually been offered this 15 million step aside. So that's the first thing to discuss. Secondly, as a lot of you know, AJ's been out training in Dubai, training in America, and there's talks that he's going to have a new training team. So he's only probably been with the training team maybe, I don't know, a few weeks, maybe a few months, if that. So if he does take the step aside, it gives him time to, blend with his trainer, understand their style of fighting, and sort of just allow his skills to gel properly. So that's the first thing which I say regarding that money. And just to add to that, I'm going to put up here how much AJ has made for his career. So you can see here how much AJ has actually made in his career. And if he's going to be offered 50 million step aside, that's just under 10% of what he's ever made. How can you go back home and tell your mom you turned down 15 million when you're guaranteed the winner? So that's just the first thing I want to talk about. Now, secondly, legacy. A lot of people are discussing AJ's legacy. If he doesn't fight Usyk, is he a coward? Does it make him a real fighting man? And we know boxing is a real gladiator sport. People want you to get in there and knock people out. But I think just one thing we need to understand, that boxing fans, they're up today and tomorrow they're down. I remember vividly, just before AJ fought Ruiz and he was knocking out everyone. He beat Molina. He beat Charles Martin for the IBF title. He beat Brazil. Everyone thought AJ was the best thing. Like no one had anything bad to say about him. Everyone thought he was probably one of the greatest fighters of all time. Some people definitely was thinking that. And then he lost to Ruiz, and the first thing that people said is, he's not that good anyway. Ruiz was a fat man. Not knowing Ruiz is actually a very, very good, accomplished fighter, but people just weren't expecting that. So he then went and rematched Ruiz, won that, and ever since then, his name's not been ringing bells the same, because people just expected him to continue going out there and just knocking everyone out, which hasn't happened. So just in terms of the legacy, I understand what people are saying in terms of you need to take the Usyk fight, but however, people need to understand boxing's a business. You take the 15 million, AJ. If that's what's actually been offered to you, you take the 15 million, you spend some time with your team, you get back into it, you might even have an interim fight, you warm up, and then you take the winner of Usyk Fury. I know what AJ has been saying since he came into boxing is that he wants to be undisputed, which is he wants to have all the four belts, the WBA, WBC, WBO, and the IBF. The winner of Fury and Usyk will be undisputed, and you get a shot at the winner of the two. The only thing is you won't be the first person to be undisputed in this four belt era. So that's my take on it. 15 million, you can't turn down that sort of money. You just got to take it. If, however, they're offering him step aside and he's not guaranteed the winner, that's a different conversation. And that's something which we need to sort of wait and see how that unfolds in the next couple of days, because Dylan White is mandatory for Fury's belt. So if AJ is going to be guaranteed the winner, where does that put Dylan White? So yeah, let's see how that all unfolds.